What color is your Rolls Royce? Reaching the end of the video, I now disagree with your worldview completely. You have under 500 subs. Hey, so a couple of weeks ago, I posted about the Iman Gadzhi education is literally a scam video, which I had a few issues with. And the problem with making a video about a much larger YouTuber is you get a lot of their fans watching your video. And Iman Gadzhi has 3.7 million subscribers right now, whereas I'll only have 455 subscribers after you smash the big button yourself. But some of the comments are funny, some of them actually make good points, and others are at least worth responding to. So I want to scroll through the comments and give you my thoughts on each. You can't say he's launching a scam because he's selling a legitimate product and pitching it in the form of YouTube videos. This is called sales. But when you're selling a scam product, it is still a scam. So I guess we disagree on what a legitimate product is, but I would call this a scam, and selling a scam is a scam. I don't think he lied about anything. If all schools produced critical thinkers, we would have more people with online business, or maybe more businesses than working office jobs they don't like in an economy that is literally killing itself. Like, what's the point? Yeah, so I don't know if running an online business is the greatest measure of whether people are critical thinkers. I know a lot of critical thinkers that have no interest in running an online business. I don't really blame them. Running your own business can be really hard. And when you try to tell them about the possibilities that are out there, they refuse to believe it because they've been programmed to think a certain way for years. Iman also builds schools. He doesn't think education is all bad, but college, higher education, or university, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so that's not true, because in the video that he's talking about, he is mostly talking about the K-12 education system. He refers to college a few times, and I get college is not for everybody. I totally understand that. But most of the video, he is talking about how school is programming children to be, brainwashed, whatever he wants to call it. So he is talking about the K-12 education system. Yes, he is building schools. I find that kind of ironic, but he's not just talking about university like this comment implies. Gadzhi is a salesman at the end of the day, so you're meant to take what he says with a pinch of salt. I'd say you should be careful of what you say. That ends kind of on a weird tone. I don't know why I should be careful what I say. This is YouTube. Iman says what he wants to say. I say what I want to say. Yes, again, it's sales. I get it's sales, but selling a scam product, that's a scam, and I think it's worth calling out, even if he has 3.7 million subscribers. Despite knowing he was going to promote his educational platform, I wouldn't really criticize him simply because I think his course is not worth it. In the past, he has given a lot of stuff for absolutely free, a lot of wisdom without charging his audience a dime. Maybe even his entire channel orbits around him promoting his educational platform, but I am still getting a lot of knowledge from his video, which I am really grateful for. Iman is an amazing individual making a significant impact on the lives of the people who are simply getting brainwashed by the system. I launched my very own agency and scaled it to about $3,000 in revenue so far, simply by taking the free information and mindset from his YouTube videos, and I wouldn't really blame the people buying his course. This man has done enough work to validate his price point of the course. Yeah, so one, I'm happy you're starting your own business. I hope you're very, very successful. That sounds great, and I'm glad you're motivated, and I'm glad you're learning great things from Iman Gadzhi. I'm sure lots of people have learned great things from Iman Gadzhi. Again, otherwise he wouldn't be a way bigger YouTuber than me. But that said, I still think it's worth criticizing products that are a scam. And I think when Iman Gadzhi is trying to convince people that education is a scam, I think that's a scam. So, maybe agree to disagree. I don't think people are being brainwashed. The school system has its faults, but I don't think it's trying to brainwash people. That's the way he markets it. The real argument to be made is if college is good for making money or not. And the truth is that it is not. It will allow you to make more money, but if making money is your whole deal, business, sales, or marketing will be 1,000 better. That's the whole argument. A lot of gurus like Alex Hormozi or Brandon Carter will also argue that college is not a bad investment, just very overpriced. Yeah, that is how he markets it, but when he's marketing something, which I think is a scam, then it's a scam. To the point of the real argument to be made is if college is a good for making money or not, I'm not totally sure that's true. A lot of colleges actually do not say that their sole intent is to help you land a good job out of college. If that was the case, then a lot of colleges would only offer tech degrees or they'd only offer business degrees. Instead, they offer creative writing and art and theater, other things that might help you get a career in that area, but are not meant to just maximize your earnings, right? Maximizing your earnings is not the only point of college. And I actually chose a college where I knew that I would probably make less money when I graduated than if I'd gone to another college, much less, maybe studying something else that you're talking about. So sure, if people just want to get into business or sales, one, college still has degrees in that and you can learn a lot. I'm using a lot of my business education from college just to even run this YouTube channel. But sure, there are other skills you can learn, other profitable skills you might not learn in college But that doesn't make college a scam. That just means other people might have different priorities. Thank you for this. I like Iman, but yeah, that video was a huge stretch. He isn't wrong per se, but he blows it out of proportion. Yeah, that's a fair point. I think a lot of the things he said were just extremely dramatic. I pointed that out in my original response video. Some of the things I actually do agree with on principle, but how he says it, absolutely ridiculous. People think that school will make them a millionaire, even billionaire. Tell me a job that can make $10 million per year. I'll wait. So the thing about that, yeah, I don't think school is going to make you $10 million per year unless you rise all the way up to a CEO, and school's not going to guarantee you that. Nothing's promising you $10 million per year, right? Taking Iman Gadzhi's YouTube course is not going to make you $10 million per year either, so I don't really get the point of that. Well, I will go out on a limb and say that most people earning $10 million a year probably do have a formal education. Or maybe it's safe to say that you all just do this for views. Views actually really don't matter. I actually don't make any money off of views, and for Iman Gadzhi, views probably don't actually really matter either. What matters is paying customers, and that's why I think it's important to call out when there's a scam course, because, right, a view, you just lose 10 minutes of your time, whereas a scam course, you could lose thousands of dollars, and that's kind of a big deal. Iman makes multi-millions, and this dude talking about making 100K. Education is a scam. Yeah, so Iman Gadzhi does make millions of dollars, I'm sure. That's totally fine. That's also not really my game. I'm not trying to make millions of dollars per year. But I think a better comparison is, can Iman Gadzhi teach other people to make millions of dollars per year? And when he's making his millions of dollars by selling a scam course, then no, I would say he's probably not making other people millions of dollars. And I'm not trying to help people make millions of dollars either, but I am trying to help people reach financial freedom, which is what I'm personally trying to do, which you don't even need $1 million to do if you live frugally. So I don't know, that seems like an unfair comparison. You are just arguing, making philosophy, but are other vloggers who show exactly why it's a scam. Yeah, that's great. I love those other vloggers. Maybe you're referring to like CoffeeZilla and other awesome creators. Those people are great. I'm not as good as them, sorry. But yeah, those people do great work, and yeah, they're better than me. I'm not getting inside information or anything. What color is your Rolls Royce? Yeah, so I guess my question to you is, what color is your Rolls Royce? I don't know. Having a Rolls Royce is really not my goal in life. I don't think I'll ever have one, even when I have enough money to buy a Rolls Royce. I don't think that's what I'd spend it on. Not really a car person. In fact, I don't own a car at all. I just own a bicycle. But, even though Iman Gadzhi, I'm sure, can afford a Rolls Royce, again, I think the important question is, can he help you get a Rolls Royce? And if you don't have a Rolls Royce, I think that's a point proven. Yet again, another commercial criticizing another guy's commercial. Yeah, so this really isn't a commercial because I'm really not selling anything. I guess in that video, I did promote my newsletter, which, yeah, is linked in the description again. But that newsletter is totally free. You don't have to spend anything for it. It just adds more value to people. And yeah, just like this YouTube channel, everything I put out is totally free. So, not really a commercial. If it was a commercial, I'd be very unsuccessful. I only agree that today's educational system is worthless. It's producing people with degrees on false ideas. It's insanity. That's DEI. So that kind of went off the rails. I don't really know what this person's talking about. I studied business and computer science. I don't think those are false ideas as they're talking about. I learned a lot. I think those skills are very useful, and I'm using them in life. And I know a lot of other people that are benefiting from their education. So that's all I can say. You have under 500 subs. Yes, that is a very good observation. You're welcome to help me take that number up if you want. But yeah, I don't have very many subscribers. Great point. Of course, it's important to learn basic education so a human can function in the world. But if you can't see university and college as a part of the monopoly board, then you've got no hope. I don't know what you mean by no hope. I don't know. I went through college. I seem to be doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how my life is turning out. Again, it's not for everyone. I get it. But I think it is for most people. You lost me about 3 minutes in. Your arguments were terrible. I'm currently investing Iman and definitely agree that he is a charlatan. However, I completely and utterly disagree on your view of the school system. I guess it's all relative, but I've never had a teacher encourage critical thinking beyond what's on the sheet of paper on your desk. That's a bummer to hear. I'm really sorry to hear that. I guess other people have a different experience with education. I had a pretty good one. I felt like I learned a lot. And yeah, it sounds like FXS method didn't. And yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. And luckily, again, primary education, typically free, so hopefully you didn't get scammed out of your money. Reaching the end of the video, unfortunately, I now disagree with your worldview completely. In fact, you are exactly the brainwashed product of the system that Iman is talking about, boasting about 100K per year. Plenty of jobs that pay way more than that don't require any college degree, such as mining. How ironic. Yeah, so I guess my response to that is, one, I don't want to be a miner, and two, not very many people make 100K a year. I know that much about the mining industry, but I'll take a guess and say that a lot of like engineers, the people that required a formal education, are probably the ones making 100K per year. So maybe there's some other people making 100K. I'm sure they have other very useful skills. I'm sure you can learn other skills that aren't taught in college. That's awesome. But yeah, 100K, I think that's pretty good, especially immediately out of college. So I don't think that's a bad thing.